Bear Down Bears fans, I am going to give you 3 keys to a Chicago Bears victory versus the Green Bay Packers, and it starts right now. If you are new to the channel, please like the video, please subscribe to the page because we do talk Chicago sports weekly. We don't want you to miss the things, so make sure that you hit that bell. Also, big shout out to the fine people over at Martinelli Originals. They're the people that give us these lovely Chicago Bear logo heads. Make sure to check them out by going to the link in the description below, checking out their Etsy, seeing the fine works that they do. They do everything from Bulls, the Bears, the White Sox, the Cubs, whatever you need, they can get it done for. Also, check out obviousshirts.com. You can get 10% off by entering the promo code TheBreeze10. They are the people that give you the obvious Chicago sports statements that you need to hear. Things like Khalil Mack will sack Aaron Rodgers. Javi Baez is good at baseball. Jose Abreu is the MVP. So make sure to check them out over at obviousshirts.com. Make sure that you enter the promo code TheBreeze10 when you check out so that you can get that 10% off. Now, let's get to the video. I'm not gonna lie to you, I can't believe I'm trying to still do these either, but here are 3 keys to a Chicago Bears victory. Key number 1, pressure. Pressure, 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 pressure. For the love of God, Robert Quinn, pressure. Paying this man $30 million for 2 years. Pressure. We've seen this Packers team do pretty much exactly what we've expected. Aaron Rodgers has been great. Davante Adams has been great. Everything else has been questionable, but it's been enough for them to continue to get wins. Last week, they were turnover happy. I believe 4 turnovers. You have to get pressure on Aaron Rodgers and force those turnovers. I think that we've seen this season pretty consistently that line versus strong defensive lines has struggled. So I want to see a day for Khalil Mack and Akeem Hicks. And these are guys who definitely absolutely get up for these games. I mean, these guys always come out strong looking to attack in these games. And so I think that this really is, defensively anyway, a good matchup for the Bears. Problems on the offensive side of the ball, but that's a key for later in the show. You're coming up against one of the top offenses in the NFL. 7th in total yards, 6th in passing, 14th in rushing, 3rd in points in general, and 4th in third down conversion. So you're going to have a tough day facing these guys unless you're able to start getting to Aaron Rodgers. We've seen what it did to Tom Brady when that pressure was starting to fall around him. Heck, we saw what it did to Aaron Rodgers earlier in the season when they were facing the Buccaneers when that pressure starting to fall around them. And I think that that's kind of the blueprint the Bears need to come in here with. If they're able to break down and force Aaron Rodgers to get out of the pocket, force Aaron Rodgers to have to move around at 36 years old, I think you'll be able to move him off his mark just enough that it can throw him off, that you can start to cause some of those turnovers. Now, before I continue with the video, I want to know you guys' opinion. Let me know in the comments below. What are your keys to a Chicago Bears victory this Sunday night? I'll be down there talking with you. Key number 2, offensively, keep it simple, stupid. And what I mean by that is the Bears are trying to run a very complicated blocking scheme and a complicated offense, and they don't have the guys there who are comprehending it. So you have to dumb down your offense to the dumbest guy on the line or the dumbest guy on the team. Now, you can say, well, you shouldn't have to do that because they should be smart enough to know it. They're not. Clearly, most of the guys who are blocking on this offensive line weren't supposed to be in there long term anyway. You come in for a little bit, you get out. I mean, we're at a point where we're starting the backup of the backup of the backup. So you want to make this as simple for them as possible. Go back to old school style football. I'm not saying you can't throw the ball at all, but you are asking these big guys to try and block left, block right. You're asking them to do all this movement. Make them block forward. Make them go forward. Keep it very simple. Make this run scheme an I formation, push it forward kind of scheme. Now, things could change a bit if Mitch does end up being the starter this week, seeing that he's a little bit more mobile. He'll be able to move around with this line a little bit more, but it's not going to change the fact that the guys in front of him are struggling as well. if Mitch is in there. We've already seen that. Listen, Mitch coming back does not equal the savior of the Chicago Bears, just like Nick Foles coming in didn't equal the savior of the Chicago Bears. You have to keep it very simple. Allow Mitch to make very simple 5 to 10 yard passes, which we know that pretty much is a deep ball for this offense for the most part. And take your deep shots if they're there, I guess. I mean, we know Mitch has the arm strength to get it there. We don't know if he has the accuracy to get it there. Just try to keep it very simple so that this offense can not only comprehend what it's doing, but also move the ball enough to maybe put you in a position to score, maybe score some points. I think that's still the object of football, is it not? Let's score some points. I would say the best thing for you is to try and turn this into a ground and pound, grind it out kind of game, because the defense for the most part is probably going to be able to do some things in the first half to keep it close. If this offense is able to give them enough to look forward to live forward to move forward with, you keep them engaged the entire game. As sad as it is to say, I think that's any team in the NFL. If you're getting killed on one end, but you're giving your all on the other, eventually the other end's going to start to die down because they realize there's no hope. And you're coming up against an offense that's allowing 25 points a game, 113 rush yards, 230 pass yards. That sounds like the Chicago Bears already. Let's take advantage of the opportunities that are going to be there. Let's take advantage of the easy opportunities to move the ball, and let's not confuse our own guys. Let's just move the ball forward downfield. Let's stop all that side-to-side stuff and keep it very simple. Key number 3, you got to keep the takeaways low. On the defensive end, you want as many takeaways as you can get, but offensively, the Bears have had an issue with turning the ball over these last couple of weeks, and let me tell you something. You do not want to give Aaron Rodgers more opportunities to kill you than he's already going to have. Not to say that this defense can't step in and stop it, but like I said in the previous key, after a while, it starts to wane when you see that there's no hope, when you see that there's no chance of you scoring unless the defense is the one to do it. So we don't want to keep putting them on the field, keep putting them in that position. Offensively, we have to keep the turnovers low. For the Bears to come out of here with a win in Lambeau, you have to play dang near perfect. And I think that if you give Aaron Rodgers even one extra opportunity to get the ball, that could be detrimental to coming out of here with a victory. So keep the turnover numbers zero. I'm not even joking, 0, because we've seen the issues in the weeks past, and really you've gone up against teams that the defense has been able to handle easily. Aaron Rodgers is a different breed. You do not want him and Davante Adams having more opportunities on the field together than they're already going to have. I truly believe that if you're able to keep the turnover number 0, if you're able to keep it simple, not confuse our own guys, not have guys getting tripped up over their own feet, which I've seen numerous times in the past few weeks, and if you're able to get to Aaron Rodgers, that there is a chance that the Chicago Bears come out of Lambeau Field with a victory on Sunday night. But I want to know your opinion. Let me know in the comments below. How do you guys feel? What are your keys to a Chicago Bears victory? I'll be down there talking with each of you. And it's your boy Pat the Designer, back at it again. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Peace.